Hey friends, welcome to or welcome back to the channel. If you're new, my name's Kristen, and today we are making a clown themed nail set, and we're going to be chatting about the movie Killer Clowns from Outer Space. It's going to be a great time, so make sure you stick around. If you enjoy videos like this where I chat about movies while doing my nails, be sure to check out the playlist I have on my channel where I've got every video, every nails in a movie there, and they're always really fun and interesting videos. So check out that playlist if you're looking for more. And these videos always take a lot more work than like a regular let me just show you my nails video. So if you want to support me, it would be amazing if you could subscribe, leave a comment, like the video, and I also have a Ko-fi account. I usually forget to mention it, but I'm not monetized on YouTube yet. So if you wanted to buy me a coffee or, just support me in that sense, you can follow that link in my bio on the channel or through my Instagram. And yeah, any kind of support helps, even if it's just a like or a comment. All right, with all that out of the way, let's get into things. I watched this film for the first time this year, and I have no idea why I'd never watched it before because I love it. I love it so much. I would have loved it for years had I known. But my friend actually got the remastered 4K version. So I was really fortunate enough to actually see this movie for the first time in like a remastered form, and the visuals were so stunning. It was incredible. Since then, I've watched it a few more times because it's on Tubi. Huge difference in quality. The quality's pretty low on Tubi, but hey, at least you can watch it for free, and I highly recommend checking it out if you're like me and you hadn't seen it before. Released in 1988 and directed by three brothers, Stephen, Edward, and Charles Chiodo from the Bronx, New York. They are a trio of special effects siblings. So they basically did all the special effects in this movie, which is why the visuals are so incredible. Killer Clowns is the one and only movie that the brothers wrote and directed, and their other work is all more special effects based. So you may have seen their work in other films such as Critters, Ernest Scared Stupid, and Team America World Police. Apparently, some of the special effects from Killer Clowns was repurposed for Ernest Scared Stupid. I don't know which exactly. I don't know if some of the clown costumes were repurposed into trolls, but I think that's super interesting, and I kind of can't wait to rewatch the Ernest movie to see if I pick up on anything. So, yeah, these brothers are very talented. I kind of forget who is who sometimes, but during an interview, they were saying, one of them went to art school, one of them went to film school, the other one, I think Steven, went to many schools. They're a combination of sculptor, illustrator, and engineer. And apparently, their parents were super supportive of them doing this as well. When they talk about how supportive their parents were, it made me so happy because getting into the arts is never a sure thing, but they've really made a stellar career out of their skills. So pretty much all the visual effects, the clowns, the creation of them, they were all done at relatively low cost by the brothers. So they were able to use their $2 million budget to go towards other production costs. And a fact that I found out that I think is so crazy is that they filmed this whole movie in 36 days. Like, not the editing, just like filming, like shooting the film in 36 days. That's so fast. It's almost amazing how well it turned out, considering that. Let's go back to the nails for a minute because I want to explain that I'm doing this set It's a twofer. So, yes, I'm making them kind of themed from this movie. They're like a clown theme, but I'm also making these for a friend of mine who's going to Disney and wanted a cute set of nails, and she loves clowns. She's like the only person I know who loves clowns, and she loves this movie. So, I'm trying to make these a bit more on the wearable side versus like the crazy elaborate side of things because they will be worn at Disney. My friend is a mom, I wanted them to be like easy and, go with her outfits and stuff. So these aren't going to be like as intense as some of the nails in a movie I've done in the past. We're going to try to keep these pretty wearable. So after my first viewing of this movie, my initial reaction was, "Oh my God, that movie was so great. It reminded me so much of the Blob movie from the 80s." I've briefly talked about that movie before, about how it's like basically a perfect movie and I love it so much. And this film gave me a lot of Blob vibes. I didn't really analyze it too much, but then when I was watching interviews with the Kyoto brothers, they did mention that they were heavily, heavily influenced by the 1950s Blob. Even the opening scene is apparently the same as the 1950s Blob. And yeah, I think they just did such a great job. And funny enough, the 1980s Blob, which is my favorite version of that movie, it came out the same year as Killer Clowns. They both were released in 1988. So, yeah, if you like the Blob, you'll also love this one.
It was a night like any other night. Then something happened.
You see that?
Something different.
It's no shooting star.
Why here? Why now?
I forgot to mention that this movie is very much a comedy horror sci fi movie. The original title was just Killer Clowns, but the brothers didn't want it to be confused with a slasher movie, so they added the From Outer Space part of the title just so that people knew for sure that this is going to be like a funny movie. And it also kind of refers back to those old classic B movies as well. So you may have noticed that right now I'm making a balloon dog charm. Like how clowns at birthday parties will make animals out of balloons. And charms like this are actually a little bit popular right now. Like you could actually buy a charm that looks like this. But anyway, I just made mine. And it's I really wanted to make this because one of my favorite scenes in the movie has a balloon dog. It's right around the beginning, and when I saw this scene, I was like, "Oh my God, I love this movie." Like they had me hooked at balloon dog. But anyway, I'm actually going to show that scene right now.
Mayonga.
How funny is that? That's definitely like the tone of this movie. But yeah, when they busted out that balloon dog as like a hunting dog, I was dying. It was amazing. And kind of a fun fact about that scene, they were running this balloon dog through the woods, and the balloons just kept popping on the pine needles and stuff. Like, I wouldn't have thought of that either, but they fix that problem by like covering the balloons with layers of latex to prevent them from popping. But yeah, one of my more favorite gags in the movie, but this movie is filled with gags. Any type of clown gag that you can think of, it's probably in this movie. And yeah, it's great. It's so much fun. So for the nails, I'm going to work on making some clown faces. I'm going to do one for each hand. And I'm not trying to make these look like the clowns from the movie for a couple of reasons. One, the clowns in the movie are kind of ugly. They're not like They're perfect for the movie, but I didn't really want that aesthetic for the nails. I wanted these to be a bit cutesy. So, oh, and the other reason is I just didn't think I had the skills to draw the clowns from this movie. Like, they're so intense. I'm not there yet. So, we're gonna just do like the clown inspired nails that I've seen people do on Instagram. And I'm hoping that at least one of the ones I make turn out a little bit menacing looking. We'll do a sad clown and then hopefully a menacing looking clown. And actually, just a heads up, I'm showing you how I painted this one, but I ended up making a few more because I didn't love how this one turned out, but it's the only one I actually filmed. So once we get to the end, you're actually going to see two totally different clown nails. But it's still worth seeing how I did it because it's like I did the other ones very similarly. But yeah. Yeah, I don't think I could paint those the actual killer clowns, but maybe maybe someday I'll get there. I hope everyone's enjoying the video so far. Be sure to leave me a comment, let me know if you've seen this movie or not, and if you have any thoughts about it. Leave a clown emoji and let me know if you are scared of clowns, if you like clowns, or you're just kind of neutral about the whole thing. I'm definitely more along the lines of I'm scared of clowns. I think that I might have seen some parts of that It TV series when I was a kid because for a while I was like, clowns are scary. But I don't really have any real reason to be scared of them. While I was editing this, like this part of the video, I was like, this clown is scary. So, yeah, I definitely have the fear reaction with clowns. I don't want them anywhere near me. The clowns in the movie were designed and sculpted by the Kyoto brothers, and I think that they were considering stop motion animation for the clowns, but they ended up actually creating um oh shoot, what's it called? Oh, animatronics. I love animatronics. I can't believe I forgot that word. So basically just like they engineered like robotics inside the masks to make it so that the clowns could have facial expressions, they could move around, and the animatronics naturally give a very like surreal, like creepy vibe to them. Like that's just how it is. So I'm super happy they went that route because they look amazing. They only used stop motion animation once in the movie, and it was for the scene where they where the clown is doing like puppet shadow figures on a brick wall. I'll insert the scene. That scene is also so funny. And I know I'm showing a lot of clips, but trust me, there's so many funny scenes, so many good gags that there's plenty for you to discover if you haven't seen it before. So at this point, I've pretty much finished the first hand. I haven't done a top coat or anything, but we're gonna do something really fun, and that's make miniature popcorns because we're gonna do a popcorn nail. And these little guys turn out so, so cute. I'm absolutely obsessed with popcorn nails, so yeah, it's gonna be good. Popcorn is a pretty big character in this movie, actually. The clowns like shoot these popcorns at you and they like stick to your clothes and stuff. And like later, the little popcorns start to like spawn and grow into like new alien clowns. It's super cool. And one of the fun facts that I looked up was related to this popcorn gun that the directors really wanted. They really wanted a cool, like futuristic looking gun that would actually like fire popcorn out of it. So they commissioned a working popcorn gun. Apparently, it ended up being the most expensive thing on the production. It cost $7,000 to create this thing, and I think they only fired it once. So, yeah, pretty funny. Amazing use of popcorn throughout the movie. So, I love how all of the elements of these nails are just like generic clown things, but also totally tie in to this movie. So, yeah, I'm gonna kind of make a lot of these little popcorns off camera, but how cute are they? And then I'm also gonna make a little container for the popcorn.
Down this way. Are you okay?
I think so.
Come on.
Popcorn, why? Popcorn!
Because the clowns, that's why.
Something that is kind of sad about this movie, to me anyway, is that the Kyoto brothers always envisioned this as a franchise. So, multiple movies, Killer Clowns from Outer Space Part 2, Part 3, Part 11, Part 17. Like, that's the timeline I want to live in. I wish so badly that they did make a sequel and they just wanted to. I think they already have it basically written in their minds, but I don't know if a sequel to this movie will ever happen. They did release, not the directors, but I don't know who released it actually, but there is a video game for Killer Clowns from Outer Space that just came out a few years ago, I think. So there is that, but I don't know. Now that I know about this movie, I'm just like itching for more. So I guess you never know, but as of right now, this is the one and only. Okay, since the video is almost over, we're almost to the end, I'm going to go through just a couple of other quick fun facts about this movie. Starting with the theme song. There is a custom theme song for this movie. It opens with the theme song. It was written by a band called the Dickies, who wrote and performed the song without even ever seeing the movie, which I think is funny, but it suits. The music overall, like the whole score, was mostly, I think most, if not all, original music. Incredible music and score and sound effects for this movie. The sound is so important, and they just really nailed it. The composer was so passionate. He said he really got in touch with his inner child when creating the score. So I really appreciate when a lot of love and effort goes into movies. I think that's why it has such a lasting quality about it. The film wasn't a big hit when it came out in '88, but ever since then it has become a cult classic. They make most of their money from like action figures, DVD sales, clothing, merch, as well as apparently animatronics and other decorations by Spirit Halloween. So I love that. They have a legacy. And with these finishing touches on the popcorn, we're going to wrap things up. I'm creeping in with the finished set. I am so obsessed. I'm just about as obsessed with these nails as I am obsessed with the movie. As you may have seen, the clown nails are new. They were not filmed, but you know, they turned out real cute. I think this one is a bit more menacing than the original one. Popcorn nail is stunning. I did a shiny top coat over everything except the popcorn has a matte top coat. You can see I did a cotton candy nail off camera, and we also did the sad clown off camera. My favorites are popcorn nail, balloon dog nail, followed by, I kind of love the striped red and yellow pinky. But anyway, if you made it to the end of this video, you're absolutely amazing. I appreciate you so much. Please take a moment to leave me a comment to let me know if you enjoyed this video, and I would love to hear from you. So yeah, just thank you again so much. I appreciate you, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Bye.